So it is with great appreciation today that we thank Reverend Jim for his ministry with us. Reverend Jim has been a dedicated supporter of this community, fulfilling many roles including MCC Boston Visionary, Liaison to the Religious Communities of Boston, our Associate Clergy Advisor, our Outreach and Advocacy Leader, our Worship Coordinator, and our friend. Reverend Jim has encouraged us to use our experience as LGBTQI people as a lens through which we see and advocate for others who are also disadvantaged in our society today. In this, I'm reminded of the first MCC service 50 years ago when Reverend Perry's message that day to the 12 people attending was, "We must love and build one another up, free ourselves and free others from their feelings against us, and be humble, spiritual beings first, and queer individuals second." Through Reverend Jim's witness, our ministry horizons have been expanded. In the last year alone, through his leadership, we have financially supported the NAACP, stood in solidarity with our detained siblings, and made possible the feeding of homeless in our sacred space. Reverend Jim has had a profound impact on the ministry focus of MCC Boston. In recognition of all that Reverend Jim has brought to this community, we present our gift as a physical representation of his ministry at MCC Boston, with the radiating cross both symbolizing our shared Christian faith and our expanded focus toward other disadvantaged communities. Being MCC Boston, we wanted the size of the piece to be consequential, assuring that its time with us won't soon be forgotten. So Reverend Jim, we are forever grateful to your witness, and we wish you God's abundant blessings in your new roles in California. Can we thank Reverend Jim for all he's done for us?
A place where people can see it.
Shipping to California is included. So I think Ellen and Nancy, you're going to take over.
Mark's already done a lot of the things. One thing that some of y'all may not be aware is that in addition to MCC Boston changing the world and particularly the church, Pastor Mitulski has changed MCC Boston. There are things that we do now that we didn't do a year ago, and things that we did a year ago that we no longer do. It has not been a totally smooth ride. There have been times where we've had some ruffled feathers. Would that sound good?
Not mine.
No, not yours. But it is through Pastor Mitulski's leadership that we have made these changes, and I hope that we can continue to make changes even in his absence because of the legacy that he leaves us.
And I thank God for the gift of love that Reverend Jim is and will be to where he's going. And I'm extra fond of Reverend Jim because I look at him as my spiritual godfather. He's the man who sent the man who opened the church in Chicago, where I found my faith again and where I found myself surrounded by LGBTQ brothers and sisters that gave me the courage and confidence to finally trust and believe that I am a beloved child of God too, and have every right to the gifts and promises that God left for us. So I want to bless Reverend Jim on his way, on his journey, and I invite you all to come forward where we are going to. If you feel comfortable, you can lay hands. We're going to lay hands on Reverend Jim.
Gently.
Gently.